Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Waking Up with One. Today we're going to be waking up with a brand new one. Today is one from the Revelator Coffee Company called Petunias House Blend.
Well, it sounds wonderful.
Petunias House Blend, it's not really a dark coffee, it's more of a light medium coffee. As you can see, it's really a nice brown, light, not too dark. It doesn't have a real aromatic smell, just kind of a real light, nice, smooth one. Let's get it in glass and taste it. Like you can see, that's a really light brown, not too dark at all. Just a really light medium roast. Oh, it's super nice, smells great. It says, there's no getting away from the power of influence. It's got in big letters right in the front, cocoa and cherry. It doesn't have a real heavy smell, like I was saying. It's just kind of light. It's kind of nice, light, and smooth, and like a light coffee. Let's taste it. Like you guys know, I like a little bit of coffee with my cream and sugar, but tasting it black, it's not acidic, but it's leaning towards bitter. It's not super sweet. You would think with cocoa and cherry, in big letters right on the front, that it'd have a real sweet, creamy texture or smell to it. And it's almost leaning towards bitter. Like I said, I like a little bit of coffee with my cream and sugar, so I'm excited to get that and taste it and give it a fair shot. But it's almost leaning a little more towards bitter on the smell than sweet and creamy. It tastes a lot darker than it looks. Again, I don't know if it's the power of suggestion, but it's almost like a dark cherry wood. It's almost like a dark cherry wood flavor. I'm not getting the sweetness or the cocoa or any chocolate notes, but it is leaning in that cherry direction for sure. Let's get a little cream and sugar on it and see how it fares. Alright, we're back and we got it trimmed up the right way. A little cream and sugar. It still is holding. Again, it could just be the power of suggestion. I hate when they show me right on the front like that, so it's hard to get away from, but it really does kind of, it's not a heavy cherry, it's not like a cherry bomb, but it does lean in the cherry direction. It did black, and it's also doing it with the cream and sugar. It is a little more, I don't know if it's because of the cream, kind of like a water and whiskey, if that cream's bringing out the cocoa notes, but it's starting to smell a lot sweeter, and those cocoa notes and the sweetness is really starting to shine with the cream and sugar in it. And it's more of a, instead of like black, it kind of leaned towards a cherry wood smell and flavor. Now with the cream and sugar in it, it's more of it's a lighter cherry blossom type flavor. Again, it's not a cherry bomb. It's not like Luden Brothers or cough syrup. It's a real light note, but it does lean in that cherry direction. But with the cream and sugar, it's more like a cherry blossom note. It's really smooth, a lot sweeter. Oh, the flavor is the exact same way. Just a nice, light, smooth, very sweet, it's more of a cherry blossom. Like I said, a really light, really fresh, creamy, smooth, chocolatey cherry. Chocolate covered cherries, but chocolate covered cherries are even more cherry. Like, if this is even a lighter note than that, I don't know, think pink. Just a lighter, fresher, just a lighter, more airy cherry note. It's not super dense, but it is there, and it is delicious. This is, like I said, this is a lighter medium. It's not a big, heavy, dark roast. It's just a smooth, lighter, creamy coffee. But it smells really good. It's almost dancing right on the edge of that floral, too much of a flavored floral coffee, but it stops right before it gets there, and it's just right. Like, I can still drink, because I really am not a fan of the big heavy flavored or the big floral flowery notes, real sweet. I like the chocolate's okay, but I just like coffee. I like different kinds of coffee, but I don't like the super heavy, like berry flavored or flowery notes. So this one walks right up that edge and stops, which is perfect. This is nice. Absolutely, for a nice, light, easy, medium roast, there's nothing wrong with this one. I'd give this one an 8.4 out of 10. Nothing wrong with it. It'll do. It's not my favorite, not the worst, but yeah, it'll hold over all day long, right there in the middle range. Nothing wrong with it. So yeah, Revelator, I believe it's out there in Brooklyn, New York. So if you get a chance, go ahead and check them out. They have all kinds of different flavors, and the Petunias House blend is one approved. You guys have a great rest of the day, and until we see you next time, here's to waking up.